That look said everything. I know it's not always easy to show up. In fact, sometimes it feels like the hardest thing to do. But I want you to think back just a year or two ago when you were struggling with something and you kept going, even though it was a challenge. And look where you are now. I had a moment yesterday where I looked back at old versions of myself, past versions of myself, and all of the doubts that I believed I embodied were not as relevant. They were almost invalid. All I saw was everything I wanted to be, everything that I was trying to achieve. I saw myself doing those things and I just got in the way, and I'm still getting in the way, and it's doing my nutting. Even now I'm fighting not to press the stop button because I have this hyper attentive need to control how I communicate and how I show up. And like, I don't need to do any of that. But we seem to have this impulse of imperfection. Impulsive imperfection has got to be the biggest illusion, the biggest lie I have discovered on this journey. Don't you know that you are enough now? Baby, you are enough now. You are exactly who you need to be. You are showing up exactly how you were supposed to show up. There is nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. All those insecurities that you have, all those things you keep telling yourself over and over in your mind need to be cleared out and replaced. I want to save you time and energy. When you look back in a couple of years, I want you to realize that same thing that you were hoping to become, that same thing you were wishing you could do, you already are. You're already doing the thing. You already are the thing. The only thing that changes over time is your self-acceptance. If there's any truth that I've discovered, the only thing that has expanded for me is my ability to accept all the parts of myself. The parts of myself that I didn't like. I've started to fall in love with my quirkiness, with my weirdness. I've started falling in love with that shit. It really makes me laugh. Okay? I love that quality about me. I wouldn't give it up for the world. But for some reason, whenever I had attempted to express myself or share myself on camera, I had an issue. Why? Even when I have moments now where I have weird feelings of anxiety and some form of rejection towards myself, I'm like, but why? Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. The heart and the soul are now so much brighter than the human ego, the self-sabotaging voice in my head. It's there, but we move. Like, I'm over it. Can we get to a point where we're over it? Can we start using all the other accreditations that we have? Can we start using our receipts? Can we start looking at ourselves in the mirror and start saying, I hear you, but that shit don't add up, because from what I can see, every time I tend to reflect on who it is that I was, I don't see anything wrong with that person. In fact, I want to send that person love. Send the old versions of yourself love. Love them for all that they are, all that they were, all that they showed up with, all that they tried to push through, because without them, there is no you. Without those past versions of myself, I couldn't be here now. Huh? It's time. Leave those doubts behind. And if they do show up, confront them. Look them dead in the eye and say, what is it that you said about me? Huh? What is it that you were trying to get me to believe about myself? All of those limitations, all of those self-sabotaging thoughts, all they did was get in between you and your truth and your true fulfillment. I love the fact that when I feel comfortable to show up in my skin, I make people happy. I make people smile. I make people laugh. I love that shit because I make myself laugh. That's my happy place. That's how I've served myself all the journey that I've gone through, challenges. I've served myself through humor. And that is like, it's like the part of me that sometimes I try my best to hide, and I don't get why. It just happens. That little voice shows up again and starts telling me that, you're not making any sense. And, the self-sabotaging belief that I'm coming across, but nobody's going to understand me. That was the lie I kept telling myself. Nobody's going to understand me. Nobody's going to understand me. Like, if I communicate how I feel and how I see the world and my wisdom and how my intuitive downloads coming, no one's going to understand me. And then I had to start realizing the idea that no one is going to understand me lives within me. I started to ask the questions that matter. Do I understand me? I do. I really do. And I also understand what it is I'm trying to achieve. There are moments where I do find myself confused, but the confusion isn't what I thought it was. The confusion is me trying to serve myself in the best way and also still exploring the parts of myself that I've never met before. I'm becoming a new version of myself every day, so I have to be open to explore. I gotta be interested and curious. But every time the curiosity shows up, we can't just attack ourselves. No. It's a real thing. And I have really struggled with this. But I'm not the only one who struggles. And I feel like we're all so beautiful and divine. We have all these beautiful gifts that we were created to share. And then we get lost on the pursuit, trying to fit within boxes and narratives that don't fit us. Trying to make ourselves acceptable in spaces that do not assist us on our continued expansion. We need to really address what it is that we want and how it is we can support ourselves in achieving said goals. We have to start getting logical with ourselves. Be astute. Have the ability to look the truth in the face. Expose the lies. Shine your light. Okay? You have every right to shine your light. I believe it. I feel it deeply. It's a knowing that I have. A knowing I've been provided with that I'm so grateful for. Allow me to be the beacon. Because I swear to you, I swear it, the journey I have done and the self-sabotage I have experienced is greater than I can put into words. The magnitude of the demon on my back, the shadows that I have worked through, the reflections I've allowed myself to dive deep into, the psyche I understand and understand now is no longer available for negotiation or external interpretation. Because I am love. I am the divine. I am God expressing itself. How can God be questioned? One must question themselves. No one can question you. No one can question how you show up in the world. Nobody. They teach you that you will be judged. You are the judge. You are the judge and the jury. And if you take the moment to realize that you've been judging yourself this whole time, it's been you. You were taught to judge yourself. Conditioned to judge yourself. Programmed to judge yourself if you do not fit within a narrative. If you do not fit within a reality that someone else has created for you to fit into. Every story is a lie. Stay with me. Every story is created in the imagination. Every reality we live was created within someone else's definition of what normal society is supposed to look like. So society started off as a story. It wasn't something that was true. It was something that was introduced and then had to be believed to be true. We have agreed to the society we live in. We've been conditioned to believe it's normal. Something's not adding up, because if you don't fit in that normal, where do you end up? Who do you become? It's only when you step outside of that which has been provided for you to believe that you then see that all of this is a sham, and we created it together. We co-created this reality with our belief. Now, when you understand your God power, when you understand your true God power and your part played in this co-creation, you can then rewire your beliefs. You can then rewire your understanding of your part played in how you created it through your beliefs, that which you conform to. In the act of creating your own reality, in the honor of yourself, it's an act of self-love as far as I'm concerned. To show up in your authentic self. If the authentic self does not fit, which I believe it doesn't, because none of us do. If the authentic self doesn't fit, it leaves you with the responsibility of creating the world that you want to live in. Creating the world that you want to see. Be the change that you want to see. Right? That takes courage, because now you are responsible for what you create. And if you are someone who is riddled with shadows of self-hate, if you've been taught to hate yourself, the world that you are now responsible to create will scare you. It will scare you, because all you're going to create is more lack, more dislike for self. A world that hates itself, destroys itself. You become your own saboteur, your greatest enemy. As these illusions start falling down and being exposed, all of these structures that are now being exposed, you are now put in the driver's seat of the reality you're living in. Right? You see? So you now have to confront yourself on that which you are creating and are responsible for. It's a lot. But you have all the tools you need to create the world of your dreams. This should be your focus. Now, the world that you want to create, make sure that is rooted in love. If you have nothing else, make sure it's rooted in love for yourself, not just for other people, for yourself. That means loving all the broken pieces, loving all the parts that hurts, accepting all the parts that hurt, allowing yourself to be seen is one of the best gifts you can give yourself, to be seen in your truth. Accepting the parts of yourself that do need healing, that need to be rewired and released. There is a lot of releasing taking place right now. Exposure is the opportunity of releasing. Exposure is the opportunity to feel those emotions that gives you the ability to release. But the world that you are creating, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Think about the world that you're choosing. There are so many different versions of Earth right now. Shout out to the sister that gave this reading earlier. There are so many different versions of Earth right now. And I want you to ask yourself, what version of Earth are you creating? What version, what reality are you creating right now? What are you choosing? There are many different versions of this reality being created simultaneously, and we're all living them simultaneously. So in this world that you're creating, are you thriving? Do you believe that we are all becoming our greatest versions of ourselves and stepping into our power? Or do you believe that the world is crumbling and that the world is going to come to destruction? Like, these are the questions you want to ask. These are the parts of yourself you want to tap into. Because it's a beautiful thing when you realize your power, you're taking it back. Take back your power. Take back your motherfucking power. You ain't giving that shit away no more. No more. Never again. Can't happen. Won't do it. Can't do it. You feel me? Like, nah, not mine. Not my portion. That's mine. I'm here because I'm supposed to experience the most true, fulfilling lifestyle that I've ever lived. I'm a winner. I win every day. This is how I play. Like, and I'm here to stay. Like, it's going to be my way or the highway. Like, with love and light, like nothing can get in between me and my blessings. Nothing. Nobody knows what's going on in here. You do, though. You do. You know what's going on in here. I know what's going on in here. I know what I've chosen for myself. I know where I'm aligned, what I'm aligned with. The divine. Thank you for that abundance. I really needed it. I was quite parched, actually. So, just here rapping it or whatever. Can't catch me, can you? You just can't catch me. I'm on the move. Yes. I love it. Because I can't keep up with myself. I love it. I just love it. I love me. I love all of me. I love all the parts of me. I love how I express myself. I love how expansive I am. I love how, like, the possibility is limitless. It's like, what you gonna get next? You just don't know. It's a Taylor TV show, baby, for a reason. Okay? I'm just breaking the brakes off this thing. I'm just taking the brakes off. Because I done had my hands on the brakes for a while now. I done had my hands on the brakes because I was scared of myself. I was scared. I ain't scared no more. I'm learning how not to be scared of myself. It's a beautiful thing because there's so much available. I need to end this because I'm just rapping it and I'm in front of this camera, right? And I'm talking and I'm like, it's a lot. If I don't have the ability to set a topic, nigga, I could live on camera. Like, for real, I could live on camera, but I need to know my purpose, and I need to make sure that my intention stays right, because otherwise I am all over the place. Like, literally all over the place. If I don't set my shit up, the task at hand, I am just all over the place, which is why I like pulling cards, because it helps me stay on pace, stay on beat. Like, it leads me, it guides me somewhere. I can follow a map, because I am expansive, and it's a beautiful thing. That means I've got a lot of room. All right, I'm coming off now. Ashe, it's a word.